stance. It'll be interesting to see if they continue that.
3-0 lead for the Scoopers. 6:28 to play here. First quarter, if you're just joining us. You can watch the video and hear us on Live Ticket TV tonight as well.
Scooper showing blitz.
Sullivan takes a snap. He's going to roll to his right. He'll throw that one, and it's incomplete. Intended for Day. Good coverage out there by the Scooper safeties. And now 4th down and 5. I can't imagine Stevens going for it here. At their own 44-yard line.
Yeah, that blitz by the Scoopers just shows me the confidence that the Scooper coaches have in their defensive backs.
Injury timeout. That's number 13 down on the field. That's Jaden Blair, the senior for the Scoops, and it may just be a cramp. At least that's what it looks like from up here.
One thing Chris Gillespie told me before the game, he said, look, we cannot let Sullivan get outside the pocket. We've got to keep him inside and keep the pressure on. Sullivan is a very good athlete, but if you pressure him, he has difficulty making the play, and when you're rolling, it's that much more difficult because you can't get your feet set. So they keep him in the pocket, come after him. Defensive backs, linebackers, do your job, and everything will be okay.
Blair is up and will get off the field under his own power. I think he had a cramp.
Yeah, it looked like maybe a calf cramp. His calf is moving a little bit down there.
Ball at the 44. We are looking forward to the dad joke of the day later in the podcast.
The Friday Fun Day.
That's right.
Funnies. Don't forget the Friday
Don't
Funnies.
forget our Friday Funnies coming up.
Almost qualifies as a dad joke.
It's close.
Stevens punting.
Well, no, they're going to go for it. Now they're going to whistle this one dead.
Looks like Gillespie called
timeout for the Scoopers. I don't think Coach Gillespie thought they were going to go for it either.
Didn't look like it. Yeah, Scoopers were in
ready.
Scoopers were in punt
formation.
Punt receive formation, and Coach K had to burn a timeout.
So we'll take a timeout on the air as well. You're listening to Sturgis Scooper football on the Big 81 KBHB.
Sturgis Strikers is your hometown bowling alley that is locally owned and operated. Come on down and bowl a game, join a league, or have a birthday party. Don't forget Friday and Saturdays are Blacklight Bowling Nights. Conveniently located off 1st and LaSalle Street, stop in and grab your morning coffee from 5-8 Espresso. Not a coffee person? No problem. Grab a tea or smoothie. And if you're going to grab a drink, why not grab a Daylight donut or two? All located inside Sturgis Strikers off 1st and LaSalle.
And you can't blame Stevens. I mean, you're 0-2. Hey, I'm going to start throwing stuff, whatever we got at you.
Williams will stand at about the 50-yard line, ready to go. Jost in the backfield with him. 4 wide receivers, 3 to his right. Williams takes a snap and fakes it to Jost, keeps it himself. And the quarterback keeper gets him to about the 40-yard line. He'll pick up a few. And 2nd down and 7 coming up. 5:50 to play here in the opening quarter.
One thing the Scoopers are trying to do is confuse those linebackers for Stevens. Running misdirection, counters, keep those linebackers on their toes.
Movement up front. I think that's Stevens offsides. Yep. Nobody on the Scooper line moved. Stevens just mistimed it.
Kind of reminded us of our old friend Aaron Rodgers.
Our old friend now.
Yeah, he went to the Jets. We can't, no.
Yes. And did not have a very good game on Monday Night Football.
He did
not.
I
shouldn't say that. His quarterback stats were not that bad. It's just that his receivers couldn't catch the ball.
Which brings up another issue, gentlemen. Last night, Buffalo Bills, Miami Dolphins.
Miami may have finished off their season losing their star quarterback last night.
We'll talk about that at halftime.
Yeah. We will. We'll talk about it. The Dolphins were my team, but we got to talk about it. Let's hand this one off. Scooper's
Sully
on the right side.
Jost!
Bounces off a player. He's down the right
Touchdown,
sideline.
Scoops!
And he's
That
in.
is a touchdown. Gentlemen, that's what you call following your blocks, and Sully
right.
is so good at it.
And he's like a pinball. He bounced off a couple of Stevens defenders getting there.
Wow, what a great run by Sully Jost. Exactly right, Coach. He kind of hesitated as he got through the line and just waited for some blocks to develop, and he followed them downfield, used a burst of speed to get through that the linebackers of Stevens, and wow, incredible run by Jost.
Scoopers lead 9-0. They'll try the extra point here to make it 10-0. Low snap. Kick is up, and it's perfect. And just like that, the Sturgis Scoopers are up 10-0 on the Rapid City Stevens Raiders. Back for the kick in 30 seconds.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Grocery Mart off Junction Avenue in Sturgis, South Dakota is your locally owned and operated grocery store. Stop in and shop the great selection of fresh cut meats. Then stroll on over to the fresh produce aisle. Watch for weekly ads for big savings and make sure you're checking out their Facebook page for the hot deals. Grocery Mart continues to strive to offer the best deals to their customers. Located off Junction Avenue in Sturgis, South Dakota, Grocery Mart says go Scoopers.
I just get
You
too
get
excited. I can't help it.
I've had some listeners say they love that. Returnable. 25, working at the left side of the field, bounces off a player. 30, 35, tight roping the sideline. That is Landon Ofstad.
He's a hard
good
runner.
return.
He bounced off a couple of players that tried to pull him down with an arm tackle.
Looks like you hurt his arm. He's headed towards the sideline, holding that left arm kind of weird.
Good return by
It
Ofstad.
was. Great return. Oh, looks like he's okay.
Looks like he stepped out of bounds about the 38, guys.
You're right. They'll bring it back there. Mark it at the 38-yard line. But, you know, guys, the Stevens Raiders need a little bit of momentum to build up here, and that's a good start. Let's see if they can keep it going. Offense has been pretty stagnant so far for these Raiders. John Paul Sullivan will come out of the gun.
No confusion in the Sturgis backfield.
There is just a little bit. See if Rapid City Stevens sees that. I think there's a little confusion on their offensive side. They put a man in motion.
Oh, looks like we're going to have a delay again.
Yeah, they barely got that off. They'll hand this one. No, they're going to keep it. Sullivan with the keeper, and he goes nowhere. Down he goes. Loss of yards on the play.
Great defensive play by the Scoops. Contained John Paul Sullivan from getting to the outside.
Yeah, Scoopers weren't fooled at all by that quarterback option.
And looked like there was a lot of confusion with Stevens before the ball was even snapped.
It did.
Dion Ekafy got it to the outside and forced John Paul Sullivan to come back in, and he was swallowed up by the Scooper defense.
No, they're playing very disciplined defense tonight, guys.
Loss of 3, second down and 13, 4.5 to go, opening quarter. Sullivan stands at about the 30-yard line, man in motion, Ofstad.